Bleach. Down here at the bottom right.
Well, bottom center, I would say.
Bottom center. Up here at the top is going to be Ssoja. I wonder if that name has anything to do with Soju, actually.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You spell Soju, so...
That's true. That's be a terrible spelling of Soju if that was the meaning behind it.
And you'd think he'd know, too. He is Korean.
That's true.
So.
Well, get a shot of the studio, and then we're going to go back into the game.
And
PvP in far position, so we can see a lot of interesting tech patterns.
Yeah, they can definitely make nexuses this time, no problem. It's so hard to actually attack up there. We could potentially see a long PvP, something that we have not really seen yet in this tournament.
Yeah, it's quite a possibility. I would like to see a longer PvP because I think the endgame PvP is really interesting, especially when you get a lot of mass Colossus.
Yeah,
Earlier scout here, by the way, as we can see right here, he scouted right after Pylon.
It's funny. He just kind of went up just enough to see if there was probes mining on that patch. I wonder if he was actually planning on doing something, maybe a fast expansion.
Yeah, maybe.
Nexus first, anyone? I don't know. I haven't seen that PvP yet, but if he finds him in a very far location, not doing any sort of rush build, maybe you might be able to pull that off. People are like, LOL, Naruto, just use Chrono Boost. I'm like, I know, Chrono Boost is really good.
Also, that makes me think, there's a patch coming out that's probably going to slow down Zealot speed. So that might be making it a moment where you could actually do Nexus first.
Trying to make it so Zealots don't just kill everything early game. Well, I guess they don't. Terran units are pretty good. Anyways.
Here is the Assimilator on the way, so he is going to tech. We're seeing both these guys actually tech.
Taking a look at the production tab.
Pretty much dead even.
Yeah. Same exact play. Yep. Look at that. They are just mirroring each other perfectly, like we have seen in the last game for a little while, until they got the probes out of each other's bases at least. And I figure that's how we're going to see it this time too. Just rush up, get that first stalker out, kill the probe, and then do what you got to do.
And that is exactly what's going to happen in just a minute here. We haven't seen anything too intriguing yet. Pretty standard Protoss build orders. And, of course, I was worried for a second. I thought Bleach was going to leave the base. I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. You need to keep scouting him.
But, he is giving that information of the additional gateway. Meanwhile, no additional gateway for Bleach. So, definitely showing that he may, in fact, favor a more tech-heavy route.
Yeah. We do have 2 gateways right away. Not a bad idea. You really can't show your opponent what you're going to do. I mean, you just can't do it.
I mean, every build's going to end up having 2 gateways, so I figure that part is okay.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, second gate's fine. Well, you have the money. You might as well get it out so you get that structure out a little bit quicker. And he does escape before the Stalker can get out.
That's right. Second gas has been started for Bleach, but Ssoja, no second gas. So more mineral-heavy build from him here. Probably going to see some tech out of Bleach, though.
As you can see, more probes here. I'm kind of waiting. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. I realize I'm moving the arrow keys around a little bit too much. Sorry, guys. By the way, we hope you feel like the observing has improved.
We hope so.
We hope so. Here's Robotics Bay. Warp Gate's still on the way. He's not charging Warp Gate, though. Note, he is charging probes out. Here we have 2 Gate, and neither player going to go charge for Warp Gate. I think that's pretty smart because they're so far away.
I feel like Ssoja is going to expand or something. He's just sitting there on the 2 gateway, not really teching, keeping 1 gas, but then he starts second gas a little bit late.
Take a look here.
Sure.
This is interesting. He's actually going to move out here with. I don't think he should be doing this.
No,
I mean, he's
not a good idea. But there are 3 stalkers against 2. 1 zealot against 1 zealot.
He is going to move in. I'm actually surprised by this decision, but it looks like it's actually going to work. He is warping in a few more units over here.
Trying to kill that zealot off. 3 stalkers, though, still chasing, losing a lot of mining time on these probes. And I don't know if warping in a zealot was the best course of action.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's a unit that you can actually micro away with stalkers with. By the way, I know there's a lot of action going on here, but we do have an expansion coming up over here, so that's his course of action. Meanwhile, more stalkers are coming over here. Ssoja might actually run over Bleach.
Yeah, he may. This is actually a really interesting timing attack. Very, very tight.
Yeah, this is airtight. I'm actually really impressed with this.
It's just so nice because it's actually meant as a pressure, and then he expands behind it, but he does so much damage with that pressure.
That's pretty sexy.
That's actually something really interesting. So many of these pressure builds people are showing us are actually straight up killing people. The game is just so new that pressure builds are killing, and this is something that, I mean, eventually won't happen, but right now,
yeah,
it looks like this amazing, unstoppable build, but realistically, it's just his opponent was not ready for this particular pressure.
Well, I never would have guessed my opponent would rush me with Stalkers while expanding.
Yeah, it was like 3 Stalkers in his Zealot versus 2 Stalkers in his Zealot. Realistically, he should have just stood his ground and killed as much as he could and just warped in new units. Didn't deal with it quite correctly, and now it really feels to me like, well, it looks like he's going to Colossus all in. But I really like the position of Ssoja in this game.
Yeah, Ssoja, if you know, he made a mistake last game and he's learned from it, he should be in the lead then. You know. By the way, guys, don't forget you can submit questions about the games that you're seeing here.
On GOMTV.net. Check out the forums. If you don't like the questions that have been asked, you got to go ask them or you can't complain.
Yeah, if you guys don't like the questions been asked, it's your fault.
Yeah, that's completely your guys' fault. So
we got an observer coming in here.
No, but definitely go ask some questions, and I'll shout you out if we use your questions in the interview.
You'll be internet famous then.
That's right, man.
Okay, now here's the big question. Is he going to go for 1 Colossus or 2 before he attacks? That's what I'm really wondering.
Oh,
or actually, he's not even going to get a Colossus. He's going to make a Nexus?
Okay.
Okay.
That's... I don't know if I like this.
I don't know
at
about
least
this.
The Colossus might be able to help him, you know, not die to any attacks and try to catch up economy-wise. But I really feel like Ssoja is in such a good position. You scout this expansion, you know what you do? You take another expansion of your own. You're just like, oh, LOL, you can never attack me. And you take a base and sup, 3 base against 2.
Here's Twilight Council. And I got to say,
talk about
again,
in that council.
I wonder.
Yeah,
I wonder, actually. Important things.
They only meet at night.
I got to say, I don't agree with what Bleach is doing. I don't normally do this.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's not in a very good position, so I think he's kind of scrambling right now. He's trying to figure out, what can I do here exactly? And I think he's going to go for, you know, try to keep up as much as he can economy-wise and just use a lot of Colossus. You know, Ssoja has already shown us he likes Warp Gate units. He doesn't like Colossus that much from the first game. So maybe if he just goes constant Colossus and as many units as he can, maybe he can catch up.
Maybe. This is interesting, but I don't know. I mean, Soja's going to get so many Stalkers with Blink.
Yeah. He's going to have just so many units. He's got 6 Warp Gates going for quite a while here.
Oh, and take a look here. He's not actually...
He's,
excuse me, guys. He's actually getting legs. We saw him get Blink last time. I thought he was going to stick with the same strategy. Now, of course, the Colossus is quite strong against a Zealot with legs if they have to defend on a ramp like this. So
especially with that sentry there, but he's got to be careful. He may be able to make him cancel the Nexus if he does force field the ramp.
And that could be GG, actually.
Yeah, if he kills that Nexus, I mean, there is really no coming back. He's just going to do a crazy Colossus all in and see if it works. So, we'll have to see.
Legs almost done. We have 7 Zealots here. And is he going to engage?
2 Colossus out, though.
Yeah, I don't know if he can do it now.
You know, that Thermal Lance is almost done. It looks like it's going to finish just as this attack starts.
And he edges in there. Zealot Legs is not going to be too helpful, I think, in a situation like this. He's going to try to go for the Nexus. Force field.
Wow, beautiful force field. Pulls off those Stalkers and traps some Zealots. Thermal Lance is done, and it looks like this plan might work out beautifully.
He's going for the Colossus. He backs off a little bit. The Immortal doing a lot of damage. He should have just target fired the Nexus and ran for it, I think.
Yeah, it was not the greatest split-second decision-making by Ssoja.
He might try to sneak back in there. Now, 3 Colossuses here, so he's got to be very careful. More troops are on the way down here. And is he going to go for it? He's got to be careful.
Oh, will he get those sentries? Those are very important. Gets one of them.
And he does chase him out.
You know, it looked like he didn't really know what he was doing, but yeah, I think that he was definitely going just, okay, I need to get a lot of Colossus, defend whatever's happening, work on my economy, you know, play a passive game, catch up through the cost efficiency that is the Colossus. And look at that, even another Robo coming up.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
I think I prefer Mass Colossus in PvP.
Yeah.
I really, really prefer it. I think
it's so good.
Well, I mean, Colossus is such an easy unit to micro.
That's
compared to
very
other
true.
units. I mean, you just right-click away.
You compare it to its counterpart, the Reaver, man, and it is no question.
Yeah, there's no. Well, it's a much easier unit to you just right-click away from stuff. So, on a map like Metalopolis, hold that thought. I was going to kind of yammer on about that, but I think we might have another attack here, a timing attack. By the way, Protoss expanding the upper left here. Here comes another attack.
Oh! Huge blink, targeting a Colossus down, but it looks like a nice little funnel there. Can Bleach hold this? I'm not so sure. Another nice blink, taking out a second Colossus, and he's got just 2 left. One of them half health gone. They're so close this battle.
Bleach actually could hold this. The Zealots with speed having a hard time getting to the Colossus. If he can get this Colossus up the hill, no. One's taken out, but again, he is still doing so much damage here with this Colossus. This is a really impressive play here. However, he's getting a lot of these probes right here. No, actually, he's going to hold this. I can't believe my eyes.
Wait, no, more Stalkers coming down. Blinked right up next to Colossus. Very nice move. Going to take those out, and I do not think that Bleach can hold anymore. It looks like Sophia is going to bring this into Game 3.
He's not microing that Colossus well enough, and he is now being chased away. He does have blinks, so these Zealots are not going to be too effective. More Stalkers warping in. We do have, let's see here, is there a Colossus on the way? He's charging out 2 more Colossuses, but he taps out. GG, that was close. That battle was very, very close.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It seemed for a moment that Bleach was actually going to hold this insane attack by the Ssoja. And Ssoja, though, man, he just had that proxy pylon, starts warping in a lot of Stalkers and a lot of Zealots, and it worked like a charm. He busted him down.
Yeah.
Very good game, that one.
That was pretty impressive. I learned a lot, actually, watching that. That was really interesting because for a little bit there, I almost feel like if the Colossuses were positioned a little bit better, I feel like he might have held that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Know,
I don't know. Well, he had all of them bunched together like in a ball, right?
Yeah.
And then when you blink right next to him, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well,
maybe if they're flanking in that area somehow.
Yeah, if they're spaced out or something.
Yeah, it's a hard decision for both players, really. But yeah, I could have seen him maybe splitting those up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Still, he almost defended with those Colossus. Very nice micro there, running them away. But too many units from Ssoja's economy kicked in,
and just out-muscled him. That's what Ssoja seems to prefer is just raw strength.
Yeah,
for winning that to force his way in there.
Guy likes his warp gates, man.
Yeah. He likes to, I got to say, by the way, his timing attack there early was very interesting.
Yeah, that was such a strange thing. You get those 2 gates up. We're like, what are you? You're not taking gas? What are you doing? You're just making units? And then he runs across one of the longest distances in all of StarCraft 2.
While expanding. Pretty interesting. All right, it's starting. Let's do this.